the Soundcheck Podcast. Please hold. Your ears are very important to us. Please hold on, and our program will begin shortly. The Soundcheck Podcast is coming up. Please continue to hold. Keep up with the Soundcheck Podcast and everything that's happening in the New Sounds empire. Just go to newsounds.org and follow us on social media. All of the icons are in the top right corner of the page. All of our other musicians are currently playing for other customers. Please stay with us, and someone will play for you in just a moment.
Desde principio a fin, yo siempre di mi verdad. Desde principio a fin, yo siempre di mi verdad.
From newsounds.org, it's time for another live performance in our Soundcheck podcast series, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. I'm John Schaefer. Combo Chimbita is a Colombian band based here in New York. They refer to their music as tropical futurism, and it has clear connections to the sounds of the Caribbean and South America, with a healthy dose of psychedelia and even occasional moments of dystopian post-punk. They've got a new album coming out called Ao Male, and that has brought Combo Chimbita back to our New York studio to play some of their new songs for us, beginning with the title track, Ao Male.
Palabra que vino a mí poder y claridad sin conocer la verdad, yo la vi llegar. El que busca va a encontrar, así dice el refrán. Cuando los pasos te llevan, prepara. Y hoy siento que vibrando mi ser te venía buscando. Palabra que vino a mi sola sin conocer la verdad. Yo la vi pero debe preparar mente, cuerpo y alma para yo poderte enseñar que los dioses hablan curándote de maldad que al hombre gobierna. Tus ojos ya están curados de toda enfermedad. Prende la luz y lo que oculto está bajo un cielo sin estrellas. Eres luna en tempestad y hoy siento que vibrando mi ser te venía buscando. Palabra que vino a mi sola sin conocer la verdad. Yo la vi llegar para mostrarme la verdad, la que yo no quería hallar. Yo soy luna en solita yo la vi
Wow, that is the title track, Aumale, from the forthcoming album of the same name by Combo Chimbita, playing live here in the studio. And boy, that sounded like 3 different songs all packed into one 5-minute performance here with Carolina Oliveros singing. You'll hear her playing the guacharaca, the percussion instrument, a little bit later on. Nino Lento on the guitar. Prince of Queens playing the bass and the electronics, and Dilemma Astronauta behind our drum kit. I've heard that song before, but not in that version. And Carolina, you and Prince of Queens were doing something at the beginning of that song. It almost sounded like some kind of ritual. What was that at the very beginning?
It was sort of the intro of the song, and then it's the intro of the new record. It hasn't really come out, but it's like it's basically a calling. Um, it's the first song, the title track, and it's sort of a moment of calling and gathering together before everything just goes off.
I
Yeah.
think the part for me is like a ritual. When our ancestors told me, and I have to think about what I gonna say.
So it's like summoning the spirits of the ancestors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And the name Aomale, that's not Spanish, right? That's
No, it's a Yoruba word.
Yoruba.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what does it refer to in this context, Prince? It's kind of like it's a character, it seems, that takes us through the album.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it alludes explicitly to just Yoruba, the meaning, but it's a character of this saga of the story of Combo Chimbita, and is the main character of this new record, which is a warrior who basically has the power to call and gather the knowledge of the ancestors and transfer it to the present.
And is this warrior a man, Carolina?
No, no. I think sometimes it's a woman spirit, but sometimes it's a man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's very strong, and yeah, it's
Okay.
for me.
So, Prince, you were saying how it kind of tells the story of Combo Chimbita. That story begins in Colombia. But you told us last time you were here that when you guys all lived in Colombia, you were listening to like rock, metal, ska, I think you mentioned. And it wasn't until you all got here in New York that you began to rediscover sort of the folkloric music of Colombia and South America. Is that?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we actually met each other because we all kind of had an interest in Colombian music and tropical music, really. Even though we all kind of came from a much more rock background, but yeah, definitely something about being away from the source also kind of inspires, and build something inside of you,
Yeah. So the idea of being away from home to actually start looking back and
Right.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's not an uncommon thing.
No,
It
I
happens
mean,
to
yeah,
people all
it's-
the time.
I think it's kind of natural, It's one of I think the great things about music is that it can take you places,
Right. And your music has gone, it's kind of been a progression of the first EP, which had a reference to Jaguars in the title. The first LP actually had Jaguars on the cover. Are there Jaguars anywhere on this new record?
The Jaguar is always around.
The Jaguars.
Combo
always-
Chimbita, so,
So
yeah.
what is the significance? What does the Jaguar symbolize?
It's a spirit. It's a Latin American spirit that's always with us.
Yeah.
It's a reference to that spirit, that power, that connection.
Yeah,
So-
it's a really strong energy that connects the Americas, and
We actually don't want to say America. I want to say
Yeah.
Abya
Abya
Yala.
Yala.
Okay. So from now on, we're gonna call it Abya Yala.
So the band is Combo Chimbita. The new album, which comes out on Friday, May 3rd, is called Aomale. And then on Saturday, May 4th, you guys are playing at Elsewhere in Brooklyn. Part of the ongoing tour to support the new record. Today, the band playing for us here in the studio. Now, this next song is called Brio Más que el Oro. So, what, more shinier than gold, brighter than gold, right?
Yeah.
What is that a reference to?
¿A qué se refiere, Caro? Brillo más que el oro.
Hard to explain.
Is it part of the same kind of narrative, the same story that we hear in the title track and in some of the other songs?
I can explain in English, so I'm gonna say it in Spanish.
I can translate.
Okay.
Para mí esta canción es bastante importante porque hace referencia a la magia que tenemos como seres espirituales que vinimos a cumplir una misión.
Sorry, this song is very special for me because it has a reference to the magic of the power of the spirits that each one of us has inside, and maybe we don't see or acknowledge.
Okay.
And it's kind of a reference to this Aomale also discovering that she has this amazing power and she's brighter than gold.
To channel the ancestors and bring that to future generations. Yeah. All right, Aomale is the name of the record. This song is on it, but let's hear a live performance. Brio Masque Oro is the name of it. Another live performance from Combo Chimbita, music with roots in Colombia that ended up in outer space by the end there. The song is called Brio Maskel Oro. It's from the forthcoming album by Combo Chimbita called Aumale. And Carolina, have you studied like opera singing or anything like that?
Yeah, in Colombia.
Yeah, because when you're using your chest voice and the vibrato, I kind of hear that. But then when you get way high up, it almost sounds like, those Bulgarian folk singers. Are you familiar with that sound?
What?
The sounds of like Eastern European folk song. It's very high and kind of piercing, and it's an amazing. It's like two different voices from the same person.
Yeah, when I sing, I put all my abbreviation.
Variations?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Prince, what does Chimbita mean?
Chimbita means really cool, but it's diminutive, so it's like really cool, like little cool.
Okay.
So it's a really little cool combo, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Which it certainly is.
It's just like Colombian like slang, I guess, and it's kind of a fun word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nino, for you, both of the pieces that you've played so far, your guitar has had a very kind of, it has the sound of the 60s surf guitar. I mean, obviously, Colombia is both a Caribbean and a Pacific country, so there's lots of surf. Did you grow up listening to that to Dick Dale and people like that?
Well, not really. I never experienced surfing or anything near to that. But the guitar sound comes mostly from like the electric guitar of like the Caribbean and Latin American styles, that had this kind of sounds, like this kind of texture, like chicha music.
Which was popular in
compa.
Peru in the early 70s.
Yeah, champeta, which is very popular also in Colombia. Yeah.
So that kind of twangy, reverby
Yeah,
sound.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It really works for you guys. Now, has this band, Prince, has Combo Chimbita gone back to Colombia and played there?
No, we haven't. We haven't been back to Colombia, unfortunately, but I think we will soon.
Yes.
We've traveled across the Avia here in the States, but we haven't gone to Colombia yet. We will.
Well, I'd be curious to hear what the reaction is, because now there's, and the reason I ask that is because you've taken what's probably familiar music to many people and you've kind of fractured it and refracted it. And and it strikes me that there are two videos for 3 songs on the new record. And all of the videos have these kind of fractured mirrors. It seems like there's kind of a theme running through the videos.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of our ideas kind of come like really naturally. Like it's really strange. Like we don't sometimes think about it too much. It just kind of happens, and then it's like, whoa, maybe that happened for a reason, And that happens a lot with the music we write. It's not we don't sit and like think like, oh, let's do this way here to make it different, but also reference this. Sometimes it just kind of comes, and that's also kind of the spirit that we embrace with the band and how we make music. It's kind of very natural. We do really believe that we're kind of in a special mission here. So
yeah, a mission to do what?
Other
than to change the color of your hair every time you're here in the studio.
Yeah, that's a very important mission. Yeah. No, I mean I guess like really try to get to know ourselves better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to do that by both looking back and looking ahead. So the tropical futurism thing. Was that a decision made early on, or did that come from, as you say, looking at the decisions you'd made and then thinking, oh, this is what we've done?
Yeah, I think it kind of came like that. Like we didn't really plan it. It just kind of started happening, and we started feeling and discovering more things, and it just kind of keeps getting deeper and deeper. And we're just rolling with it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Combo Chimbita's Aomale. The new record comes out on Friday, May 3rd. Saturday, May 4th at Elsewhere, performing live. The next track you're going to play for us, Esto es Real, This is Real, is subtitled 8,100 milligrams. 8,100 milligrams of what?
I don't know.
Please say it's a
Carolina,
legal
what is
substance.
that reference to?
That good vibe.
Is it what?
That good vibe.
The good vibe.
Mhm.
800.
Amount of goodbye.
The number of
Good energy.
Positive
good
vibes.
vibes.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I'll buy that. Let's hear let's hear a live performance from Combo Chimbita.
cool.
Combo Chimbita, live in our studio with Esto es Real, This is Real, from the new album called Au Male. And so the album is done. You guys are touring around to support it. Have you already begun, Prince, to write the next batch of songs?
Not yet. I think we're just excited to put this new show, take it on the road. In May, we're basically going all over. So not yet, but I think soon. I think some of the new things we're trying on the show are also signs of what's to come. You know.
Well, last time you were here, you did a new song, even though the first record had just come out, and that's so.
Yeah. That song we played last time we were here is on the new record. I mean, the one that's gonna come out. So.
Right. So, all right. Well, you guys look great and sound great to match. So, thank you so much for coming back in and playing for us.
Thank you, John, and juggling with you. Thanks.
Gracias. This is Soundcheck.